Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé Sumit Singh goes crazy like you've never seen before. 90-Day Fiancé stars Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatin had their happily ever after, and they seemed very happy. That is true, except that recently, the star acted like a crazy person. Nobody, possibly even his wife, had ever seen him act like that before. Read on to find out what he's been up to. Initially, the couple seemed unlikely to succeed. After all, Jenny Slatin was much older than him. He was in an arranged marriage and his parents hated her. Somehow, she persisted with it, and she took a lot of humiliation. But they ended up happily married. So 90-Day Fiancé fans love them and want to see more of them. Sumit Singh's mom and Jenny unbelievably get along fine these days. Clearly, she did all the right things to make her happy. A photo even surfaced that showed them cuddling up together. Well, that's sweet, fans agree. But has her husband, Sumit, lost his mind? Read on to see how crazy he acted. This week, Jenny Slatin posted a reel on her Instagram account. In it, fans could see that the 90-Day Fiancé star was watching a game of cricket on the TV. When things went the right way for his team, he tore off his shirt and started jumping around like a lunatic. In her caption, Jenny Slatin said about Sumit Singh, "I know men love their game, but I never see anyone with such a passion about the game and about their country. Thank you so much, India, for bringing my interest in such a great game, and it also cause of America played so well, better than Thurelp. Next year, we gonna win the #World Cup. Sorry for #England. Rohit Sharma 45 is the man. Tom Brooks _dev wish you and Team England wishing you best for maybe next 10 years. This is the time for India and South Africa World. We gonna see you in finals." In the comment section, fans expressed their reactions. Here are some of them. "So great you share the passion for cricket. It's something like us here in Canada with hockey. Aw, too cute. Love you both. What are you going to be on Tev Gain? On true glory of an Indian man. You guys are seriously the sweetest. Love the enthusiasm you have for each other's interests." In a jaw-dropping twist on 90-Day Fiancé, Sumit Singh shocked fans like never before. Known as the more mild-mannered half of the popular couple, he usually defers to his American wife, Jenny Slatin, especially when it comes to family and cultural clashes. But something has shifted in Sumit. In a recent episode, he let loose in a way that fans could hardly believe. The drama began at a family gathering when Sumit's parents dropped a bombshell. They announced that they were arranging a marriage for Sumit's younger brother, and as a way of comparison, made pointed comments about their expectations for their sons. Though not directly naming Jenny and Sumit, the digs about honoring family traditions and the shame of certain choices were clearly meant to hit them. Jenny sat by, visibly uncomfortable, but trying to keep the peace in her usual way, giving Sumit the let-it-go look. Sumit, however, was not having it. For the first time, he visibly bristled at his parents' remarks, and you could see the gears in his head turning. "Enough," he said, in a tone so firm that even his parents looked taken aback. But Sumit didn't stop there. He went on a full rant, unlike anything the family, or the show's audience, had seen from him before. "You've made my life miserable, and you've made it clear I'll never be good enough unless I live by your rules, even if it destroys me." This wasn't just a reaction to his parents' comments. It was an eruption years in the making. Sumit's parents were left speechless, unable to reconcile this new version of their usually subdued son with the one they thought they knew. But Sumit had only begun. He looked directly at Jenny, and for a moment, it seemed like she was about to urge him to take a deep breath, but Sumit plowed on. Jenny and I love each other, and nothing you do can change that. I'm done bending over backward trying to win your approval, he said, his voice growing louder with every word. Jenny, wide-eyed, reached out to calm him down, but he held up a hand, almost asking her to let him handle this on his own. Sumit's frustration was tangible. It was a year's worth of resentment surfacing all at once. Fans who had been waiting for him to stand up for himself watched with mixed emotions as Sumit, once a picture of familial devotion, fully rejected the expectations his family had long burdened him with. Jenny's jaw dropped as Sumit continued, each sentence an act of rebellion. He began airing grievances that even Jenny hadn't heard about before. The show's editors didn't pull any punches in capturing every moment. The cameras zoomed in as Sumit accused his family of manipulative tactics, guilt-tripping him with their health problems, and even hiring private investigators to follow him and Jenny. This revelation sent Jenny into a stunned silence, clearly caught off guard. Then Sumit revealed something that changed everything. His parents had been sabotaging Jenny's ability to stay in India legally. His mother and father apparently had connections they'd quietly leveraged to make Jenny's immigration process even more challenging. This wasn't just family drama, it was a game of control. The tension in the room hit a peak when Sumit's mother started sobbing, claiming that she was only looking out for her son's best interest. Sumit didn't back down. For the first time, he looked at his mother, not with the eyes of a dutiful son, but with a fierce determination. "You can't keep pulling me back into this cycle of guilt and control," he stated, his voice sharp. "I know you think Jenny is the problem, but it's this mentality that has held me back my whole life." Jenny was beside herself, both overwhelmed and oddly proud. Fans watched as she dabbed at her eyes, knowing full well that this was the moment she'd been hoping for since their rocky journey began. Sumit had finally chosen her completely, without hesitation or fear. At one point, Sumit's father tried to get a word in, accusing Sumit of abandoning his duty to his family. But Sumit cut him off, shaking his head, looking more resolute than ever. "What kind of family insists on duty above happiness?" Sumit fired back. "I'm not abandoning you, I'm finding my own way. If you want to be part of my life, it's your choice, but not like this." As if cued, the cameras cut to Jenny, who reached for Sumit's hand, pulling him close. The subtle gesture was enough to seal the moment. This was their stand, together. There was no going back. Social media exploded as fans shared their takes. Longtime viewers, who had always rooted for Sumit to stand up to his family, flooded Twitter and Instagram with messages of support. The hashtags #TeamSumit and #FinallyFree trended, with fans expressing their relief that Sumit had finally broken away from the control his family held over him. Many applauded Jenny for standing by him through everything. And while Sumit's defiance might have created a rift with his family, it cemented something irreplaceable between him and Jenny. Their bond had been tested in every way, but in this moment, they were united in a way that even the show's most skeptical viewers couldn't deny. With the family now divided, the preview for next week hints that this might only be the beginning of Sumit's journey into self-discovery and a fresh start with Jenny.